Hello and welcome to Walkaboutgamez on the Bench Ramble. Okay, so this is the first video of hopefully a weekly video of us talking about what we've been working on for the week and what we'll be working on for the following week. We've been doing video slides shows, and I've had a few people say that it'd be better if we talked instead of just showing pictures of what we've been working on. But we'll still be doing that occasionally when we don't have time to do a video. So, but this is the first video. I'll be doing the videos with my son. This is my son Alex. Hey Alex, say hi.
Hello.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to start off with my son's projects for the week. He's usually visiting on weekends and stuff like that. So last weekend, we picked up a Scout Troopers unit expansion for Star Wars Legion, and we put the models together last weekend and we primed them, and he got probably 3/4 of the miniatures done last weekend. And this weekend he wanted to use them in a game that we played today, so he finished them off. He hasn't done the basing on them yet, but we'll let you show off your snipers first. So I'll move the box out of the way, and then you show off your sniper.
Alright.
There we go. Yeah.
This is the sniper that I did.
He's decided to do the scouts in camouflage instead of the white. Get this camera angle here. I don't think the detail is showing up that well, and I don't want to shove it right into the camera so you guys get blurred out. But what do you have right? You got the two-man sniper team for the scouts for the Imperials, and then what else you got? You've got the 5-man team, and what's this guy?
Demolition charges.
Yeah, so this guy goes around the battlefield and lays demolition charges around. So basically, I think he's laying minefields, isn't he?
Well, yeah, and you can detonate them whenever you want.
Yeah.
But it affects your units if they're in the radius.
So that's pretty cool. He's the commander of the squad. And like I said, he did him in a woodland camouflage.
Yeah.
And that's your first camouflage job, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it turned out really nice. I'll be posting pictures of the stuff up on the Walkaboutgamez Facebook group page, so that everybody can see better pictures of it as well. And now, for me, for Star Wars Legion, let's pull these guys over. I am still working on the Rebel squads, the regular troopers, for my core set. I've got one squad done, and I've got a couple ATRTs done, as well as Han Solo. So these guys are I'd say about halfway done, and then I'll do all the basing and everything. I really like how easy these guys are to paint. The detail is pretty nice as well for all the Fantasy Flight Star Wars miniatures. I still have a Snowspeeder to paint, and I think I got a Rebel squad left too. Yeah, I've got a Rebel squad. And next weekend, what are you picking up next weekend?
Next weekend, I'm gonna pick up Boba Fett, and I'm gonna paint him.
Yeah, he'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to face him. He sounds really nasty. That's it for us for Star Wars. We played a game. He played a game today. How many points did you play today?
We played 1,000-point game and a
1,000-point game.
Yeah.
So did you win?
Yes.
Was it close?
Yeah, it was really close.
Came down to one sniper to win the game. So it was very close. Okay, and another game that my son plays is called This Is Not a Test, which is a post-apocalyptic kind of miniatures game. It has Fallout feels. It has the feel of many post-apocalyptic books and movies and stuff like that. So he's been working on some monsters for that. And we've been using, what are they, Wizards of the Coast D&D miniatures?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one he's been using, and what's this guy going to be used for?
Like a mutated hound type thing with a tentacle mutation.
Yeah. So this is one of the miniatures. It's made by Wizards of the Coast. It is a
it's a displacer.
Displacer beast. Oh my. And we can use this for D&D as well. So we've kept it the pretty basic paint job. The tentacles look really cool, and the pinks and stuff like that. And then, what do you got here?
These are gonna be used for psychic mutants. The guy with the staff here is gonna be the psychic lord, and then this is gonna be just a normal psychic mutant. And
what are they're D&D miniatures from Wizards of the Coast, but what are they?
Illithids, or also known as mind flayers.
Yeah.
And I did them in purple skin and the brown clothing and the armor.
Okay. Those guys are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to finish some scenery too. We've got some scenery on the go too. We won't put that under the table because they're pretty big items. But yeah, those are really cool. They're coming along really nice. And we'll pull those back over here. What else have we been working on? Well, I know what I've been working on. I have been working on, for a little while now, I've been working on them pretty slowly actually, because I've been working on a Ukrainian modern project. And I've been working a lot on the vehicles right now because I've been 3D printing them. And my one big 3D printer is out of action until Monday night because I'm waiting for a part for it. But while I've been waiting for that part, I had a lot of 3D prints that I had done, and I had to get them. I've been posting them up on Facebook, on Walkaboutgamez. I've also been posting them up on the SITREP podcast Facebook group, and I do the SITREP podcast with Gianna from Beasts of War on the tabletop, and we do that bi-weekly. So I'll put the link down below so that you can find the SITREP podcast. You can also find Walkaboutgamez, and you can also find the Facebook group for Walkaboutgamez as well. So I've been working on the vehicles a lot and trying to get them all painted and cleaned up and weathered and stuff like that. So I'm going to pull down a few of the vehicles that I've been working on and show them off. And here we go. Let's bring down this one first. So the first one I'm going to bring up is a UAZ 469. It's like a Jeep. It's a utility vehicle. And this one, I put a 12.7 machine gun in the back, and I've custom made the crew from the special ops soldiers from Warlord Games for their zombie game. And I think it's turned out pretty nice. I'm quite happy how this one's turned out. This looks pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
I can't wait to use it. And then I did this one first, and this one is a UAZ with the crew, and I put a RPG-9 in the back, so it's a recoilless rifle. And I'm pretty happy with that one too. That one's pretty cool. I've got two others that I've got going, and those ones, grab them here. These ones are still in the process. Okay, so this one, I'm going to be putting some crew members in it, and it's just going to be like utility vehicle of some kind. So it's not going to have any weapons on it, most likely. I might change my mind. But this one is waiting for a PKM machine gun, and I'll be putting the driver in. And so I'm going to have a pintle-mounted PK machine gun in the back, and that one will be pretty cool. I'm still thinking about putting a PK machine gun in this one too. But those ones, they're turning out really nice. Another thing that I got done just recently was, and this is going to be used for more of an objective in the games that I play, more than an actual firing weapon. I could make it firing, but I think it's more going to be an objective, and it's a D30 122 millimeter howitzer. And then I've got a couple trucks that I'm going to be using as part of the objective as well. Probably do one that looks like it's more of a crew truck, and then I'll probably be doing one up that has ammo, supplies, and that kind of thing in the back. So those are Ural trucks, and they're all 3D printed, so it's pretty cool. Now, this, I'm pretty happy with this. This is a BMP2, and let's move it like that. And I'm going to be using this for my Ukrainian squad that I'm painting up right now. So I'm going to be putting a squad of guys in this one, and so I'll pull those out. And that would be these guys. And I'll be doing a full review on these guys once they're done. But these fellas are all manufactured by Special Artisan Service Miniatures, who has a line of Ukrainian miniatures. I'll be taking pictures of these once they're done, but it gives you an idea. You know, I'll talk about a little bit about it. Like, there's, what is it, 10 miniatures in the group. I'll try to center these a little bit better. I'm doing them in a multicam so that I can use them for the National Guard kind of like units, or the volunteer battalions. So the pack comes with mostly AK-74s, but there are a couple other weapons in it: sniper, LMG, RPG, and so on. A couple of the miniatures are, I think at least one of these miniatures is based on somebody that's been in news clips and stuff like that. I know with the DPR miniatures that I'm about to show you, there's a couple character miniatures in there that are based on actual people. So those guys are going to go all in the BMP2, or whatever I'm using for, depending on the scenario. I might not have them always in the BMP2, but I was trying to base it that these guys were in the BMP2 for some of the games. So now, let's pull these guys in here. And like the other group of guys, there's 10 guys. So there is a sniper, he's walking, a light machine gun, guys firing from the hip, an RPG, and then there's the two figures that I was talking about. They're based on some photographs and news clips of actual people. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And those guys, you know, I've got a BTR. I'll pull this down. More than likely, I'm going to be putting them in this beast. Oh, it looks pretty cool. I like this. I like the 8 wheels. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be probably using that for those guys. Or I've also got a BMP1 if I want to put them in that instead. it just depends on the scenario. There could be scenarios where I'm playing where I don't have any vehicles. But, you know, I like the fact that I am thinking that, you know, I want to put a little bit more vehicles in it to give fire support and stuff like that. So those guys more than likely will be in the BTR. What other things do I got? Let's just move these guys out of the way. Like I said, I'll be doing a full review with better pictures and stuff like that on these special artisan service miniatures, Ukrainian miniatures. Another vehicle I'm kind of happy about is the BDRM2, the reconnaissance vehicle, the little army scout car. So, turn this, there we go. But I'm really happy how this turned out. And like I said, these are all 3D printed. And then I paint them, weather them, and I think they look pretty good. You can still see some stripe, you know, some of the lines, but that's with anything that's 3D printed on an FDM printer. Now, this is a beast. This is one of the vehicles I've been working on. It's a T-72. Not quite sure. I think it's a BVM. I should have looked that up before but this is going to be used for Ukrainians, and I still have weathering to do on it, and deckling and then weathering, but yeah, I think it looks pretty beastly. The machine gun turns, the turret turns, but and it's got its reactive armor and smoke launchers and so on, but I think that's coming out really nice. Then, this was the first tank that I did, and this one's weathered, but then I realized I didn't put decals on it yet. So it's another T-72, and all these are going to have aerials, and then on the aerials, I'm going to make it so that the aerials can come out on these vehicles, and what I'm going to do is put flags, like a Ukrainian flag or a separatist flag, so that way I can switch it up and say, hey, that's this game, that T-72 is a separatist tank, or I could have both as separatist tanks and have the Ukrainians totally outgunned, or the opposite. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like these tanks. I really do. Once the printer's back up and running, I will be printing probably less armor and a little bit more soft skin. I do have some die-cast vehicles that I'm working on. You know, like the following vans, and then I'll be doing them up in paint jobs that I've seen in some of the news footage and news clips. So I've got like things like that I still have that I'm going to be painting up, and I want to do some civilian type cars as well, either blown up. I've got 2 BDRM2 armored cars that were misprints, and instead of just chucking them out, I'm going to be using them as scenery as blown up BDRM2s. So for right now, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Because you're doing Boba Fett next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working on a Rebel squad. I'm still working on some UAZs, but I'm waiting for PKM machine guns, the light machine guns for the pintle mounts for these. And what I'm going to be using for some regular Ukrainian infantry, or for the National Guard or whatever, is from Spectre Ops, or Spectre Miniatures. I'm going to be using their Mina Syrian troops with the AKs and stuff. And they've got 2 PKM. I'm going to order 2 PKM machine guns, and I'm going to put the pintle mount on those and use those guys in the back of these. And I'll probably order an RPG. You got to have an RPG. Got to have the RPG 7. So that's probably, like I said, I think I want to put a machine gun in this other one too. But it might be a little too much. But what else is going on? I think that's it for right now. So, like I said, this is our first ramble. We're rambling, all right. So every week we'll do this. We'll talk about what we're painting. I still might do the slideshows just because sometimes just shortage of time. And sometimes we just run out of time and it's quicker to just... Because I take pictures as we're doing things. Anytime that we're painting stuff, I usually take pictures of the progress and stuff like that and post pictures. So sometimes it's easy just to make a really quick slideshow. But we're going to try to do this. And we'll probably do some other videos and stuff like that. And like I said, if you're really interested in modern gaming, I'll put the link below for SITREP. And we do a bi-weekly podcast, and we have interviews, and we talk about what's new out in modern gaming. And the interviews are really cool, and we've got some really good ones coming up. So I recommend, especially if you're interested in modern. And we will be posting up some more post-apocalyptic and Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're both enjoying that. And
I'll probably try working on some giant spiders.
Yeah. Next is giant spiders for the post-apocalyptic world. And we got to get some scorpions. Got to have scorpions.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get some scorpions too. But anyways, so I'll put all the links in below. And thanks for listening, guys. And please like and subscribe. And any questions or comments, just put them down below. And we'll do our best to answer them. Okay. Thanks, guys. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.